What is it like being a Jamaican living in Saint Vincent and the Grenadines? Hi, I'm Xavier Murphy, founder of Jamaicans.com. And today in Jamaicans to the World, I have Morine Williams, a Jamaican living in Saint Vincent and the Grenadines. Hi, Morine, how are you?
Hi, Xavier. I'm fine. I'm doing well.
Great, great. I think we're close. I'm in pink, you're in red. I think we're kind of,
Yes,
yeah.
almost color coding.
I think a memo was sent out.
Yes, 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 yes.
So, which part of Jamaica are you from?
Oh, from the beautiful parish of St. Mary, Windsor Castle to be exact, a quaint little village in St. Mary.
Wow. Do you know Sandside?
Yes, yes. Mhm.
My dad is from Sandside, so
Wow.
yes.
Okay.
So I used to visit St. Mary to my grandmothers, great grand and grand aunts and so on.
Okay.
Fun times, you know. The St. Mary people know to use a machete.
Yes, yes. Good farmers. My dad was one in his part time.
Nice, nice.
Mhm.
So, which school are you representing?
Mary's High, St. Mary's High.
Nice. So tell us a story. How did you get to St. Vincent and the Grenadines?
Well, as I said, I lived in Windsor Castle, and it happened to be close to Bethel Bible College. That was at the time in Windsor Castle, or some people say Caron Hall. And my husband, now Sonny Williams, Bishop Sonny Williams, in fact, studied at Bethel, and I lived close by, and I sang for the college when they had concerts and so on. So the spark started.
Okay, so he is from St. Vincent and the
Yes,
Grenadines.
he is.
So love took you to the island.
Yes, yes. And I became a Vincentian by plane.
So,
Yes.
um, tell us about the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
They are very warm people, different from Jamaicans, but they're very warm and welcoming, you know, by far.
So, so I have to go there. You said
Oh,
different,
yes, yes.
different in terms of
Um,
oh,
I think it's a smaller society, and it's more like if you're living just in a village. So everybody knows everybody and expects you to know everybody and everybody's cousin. But from a wider society, a larger society, that's different. So you have to learn to deal with that and know that it's positive
okay.
rather than, interference.
You kind of know what I was thinking because I know when I've spoken to people that live in in a smaller area, there at first it feels like interference,
Mm.
and then they realize it's the culture. It's
Yes,
small,
it's a
so
different culture. Yeah.
yeah, everyone knows everyone, and
Yes, and their cousin.
right, and everyone kind of knows everyone's business.
I didn't want to say that. They
um,
even know your car number.
so tell us a little bit about the food there. What's the food like?
It's very similar to Jamaica, um, and they like a lot of Jamaican food as well, but different in that they do a lot of pies, where we tend to eat the yam and the potato and so on. They like to make potato pie with the yam pie, and it's yeah, different that way.
What type of yam? We're talking yellow yam, white yam,
White
purple yam.
yam, there's not much yellow yam. When you see that, it's a rarity.
So you
Yeah.
make sure if you see that you're grabbing it up.
Yes, 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 yes. And they don't like to eat ackee. They're
Oh,
still afraid of it.
so that means if there's a tree around, you are getting the
Yes.
ackee.
All the Jamaicans would send a message that particular tree is in bloom, in fruit, and we would share around.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is there a large Jamaican community there?
Large enough, mostly wives or spouses,
Okay.
people who travel out or study out. I don't know, they tend to come back with someone.
Okay. So the men from Saint Vincent.
Love the ackee and saltfish, maybe.
All right, we leave it at they love the ackee and
Yes.
saltfish. And when folks find out that you're Jamaican, what's the typical reaction from the people in Saint Vincent and the Grenadines?
When in the earlier days, um, they thought they had this belief that Jamaican women tend to, I don't want to say dominate, but are strong in personality and character. Let's just say that.
Okay,
So they've, that used to be the thought then. But I think by now they have come to appreciate who we are.
okay,
Mhm.
all right, and it's something that we tend to hear that we tend to dominate, or have strong personalities. Let's put it
Yes, yes, let's put it that way.
that. you know, I'm gonna go back to food. And is there a food in Saint Vincent that you haven't seen in Jamaica that you particularly like?
Yes. Um, Kalaloo, Kalaloo soup. Their Kalaloo is really the dasheen leaves. And I thought that very strange when I came to St. Vincent and they spoke about Kalaloo. Something else was in my mind. But I have grown to love it, especially the soup. It is a delicacy served at whatever the function, you'd have a nice cup of Kalaloo soup. And I think I've also learned to make it.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. So I know where I'm going to be trying that kalaloo soup if I end up down here.
Yes.
So what do they put in the kalaloo soup?
Well, it, as I said, it's the dasheen leaves,
Right.
and it's boiled and in some of the cases blended to get a smooth consistency. In other cases, I guess in the regular family pot, just boiled until it's soft, and coconut milk is added. Coconut dumplings, which we don't know as well, and it's usually some sort of extra meat is put in it. Your regular beef, but that is going to be a little bit of pig, goat, something,
Oh, goat meat
Yeah,
and
yeah,
oh wow,
yes,
very interesting because
yes.
goat meat tends to overpower everything else
Yeah.
sometimes,
Just a little bit. They would put more the feet,
Okay,
and yeah.
okay, okay. Um, in terms of music on the island, what's the dominant music that you hear if you pass
Calypso,
by?
calypso,
Okay,
calypso.
okay.
Yeah.
So soca calypso.
Yes,
And
Raga Soca is now taking over.
okay.
Mhm.
And do they have a carnival?
Yes, yes, every July.
Okay.
Every July.
Huge.
Yes, very huge. Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
It's dubbed the hottest carnival.
Okay. and and I guess all the folks from around the other I would say I don't want to say barrier islands, but kind of the other islands
Grenadines, yes.
come
But they
come.
would have, yeah, they would come up onto the mainland, and others from nearby Caribbean islands, St. Lucia, and so on. But they each have their own carnival. So
Okay.
yeah, it's
So with the Grenadines now, is there ferries? Is there,
yes, yeah. There are flights to some of them, and there is a regular ferry service because, as you know, it's St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So even as you work, as in was in the case with me, you have to go to the Grenadines regularly to conduct your work.
okay, I
Mhm.
see. I'm gonna switch back up a little bit back to food
Mm-hmm.
because food is always important to us.
Mm-hmm.
So, you said ackee trees are there.
Yes, actually, they were planted by a former commissioner of police who happened to have been a Jamaican, and he tried to have one planted in most of the police stations.
Ah, Any mango trees?
Oh yes, 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 yes.
And what type of mangoes, may I ask?
Well, there's a mango that is very close to our Julie mango, which is
Uh-huh.
called grafted mango.
Okay.
Um, and I think the one I like the best here is called Paul Over, which is locally termed street gal because it's of the prevalence. It's so common all over the place.
Street girl.
I really enjoy that mango. Sweet.
So it's almost, we have the term where people, my daughter said, we're so classist. We have class the mangoes. So we have common mango.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah, street, yeah. And I mean, I can just look to my right and my left, and there are two huge trees on the neighbor's property. That's just an example of it. It's all over the place.
so switch it up a little bit. Cost of
Mhm.
living. What's the cost of living like in Saint Vincent and the Grenadines?
Yeah. Well, I suppose like everywhere at this point in time, post COVID and all of that war in Russia, whatever. But generally less than living in Jamaica. That
Okay.
was what it was up to recent times.
Okay.
Mhm.
Now, have you found any local customs there that is maybe a little different from Jamaica, or you find very interesting?
Well, Christmas means a lot to them. A lot. Everything is new at Christmas. New curtains, new. I mean, they go all out. More so than I've seen. And I've lived in the Cayman Islands, lived in Jamaica, spent some time in the US, but St. Vincent, I think, love their Christmas. Well, there's a calypso. I love me Christmas. I love it bad. That's just to tell you how much. And they have the only Christmas festival in the Caribbean called Nine Mornings. So you get up at around 3 a.m. And you go into your villages, the town centers, and there are concerts, church meetings that they celebrate the 9 mornings before Christmas.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That sounds awesome. So the
Yeah.
celebration is 9 mornings before for one day, one full day of
No,
celebration.
every morning,
Every
every morning, say
for nine
between
mornings.
3 to 6 a.m. So you
Wow.
get up out of your bed and most of them have a similar format. They would start with a devotion,
Right.
maybe a pastor from the area giving a little thought, and then they would move into the more cultural activities like games, and they would have food eating, still have food eating, who can eat the most hot dogs, or there are gifts for the children and talents on parade. Very nice. And then they go home and have breakfast and go to work. Not sure how much work is done during that week.
Well, to wake up 3 a.m.
Yes.
Is a dedication to Christmas. That
Yes.
alone is a
Yes.
dedication.
Yes. Yes. And to start it off, there's a big street parade the Sunday evening closest to when they're going to begin, and everybody comes out and there's a parade through the streets and the bands and yeah.
Do
Beautiful.
you
It's a beautiful festival.
Wow. Do you know the origins of it, how it started?
Ah, I don't have it on the top of my head. I
Okay.
have
All right,
researched.
folks. So if anyone is from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, just post it in the comments below. Let us know how this started, and if you have participated. So
I have
good.
participated.
Oh no, it sounds like if you live on the island, you have to participate. I'm thinking maybe I should, maybe if I visit, I should come right around that
That
particular,
time, yes, yes.
to experience it. Yes, I'm going to sacrifice my sleep to get up 3 a.m., but to experience 9 days of Christmas celebration like that, why
And
not?
and it's unique in that it caters to to everyone, regardless of your belief system. So it's not that the Christians will say, I'm not in that, or whatever. The school children they have dance groups in their communities that would be there. So it's family friendly.
Nice,
It
nice,
encompasses everyone.
nice. Do
And
they?
then there's actually a competition for the lighting up of homes and businesses and communities, and prizes are given at the end, sometime in January. The best lit house, the best lit business, the best lit community.
Wow.
Mhm.
I mean, that alone, big time. I can see Christmas there is probably is so much fun. Everyone
It
is
is.
looking forward. So, um, what activities do you absolutely love, or and what do you absolutely love about Saint Vincent and the Grenadines?
Well, I think what I've come to appreciate is the pace of St. Vincent. You are able to live. I always say that. You can be a professional while raising your family, still have time for leisure. Um, you know, I like
Okay,
that about St. Vincent.
okay. And you have family there now, I think.
Yes, yes. Actually, well, I'm married, as I said, to a bishop. He happens to
Right.
be the bishop of the Pentecostal Assembly, the general bishop of the Pentecostal Assemblies of the West Indies.
Okay.
And well, I have two children,
Right. And they
but
were
they
born there.
born in St. Vincent, lived
Okay.
and raised.
And do they how are they balancing knowing that I have some, St. Vincent and Grenadines culture and I have this Jamaican culture? How do they
It's
balance between it?
quite good, and it's funny. One daughter, the two daughters, one daughter cooks strictly Vincentian. She still has to teach me some of the Vincentian way of cooking, and the other one cooks Jamaican. Somehow, I don't know how that happened.
Well, it's a blessing within itself. If you say,
Yes,
listen,
yes, yes.
I want some good,
Yeah.
St. Vincent
Only
food.
one resides in St. Vincent now, though.
Okay.
Yeah, the other
Okay.
one resides abroad. Mhm.
Okay. All right. So listen, Maureen, thank you. Thank
Mhm.
you again, Maureen, for spending the time with
Yes.
us and giving us a little bit. I know we talk about the one event, but I know islands and there's always something unique in some places to look at it. Maybe we have the Duns River waterfall.
Mhm.
Um, it may be something else there. Is there something that is kind of, you'd say, if you come visit this one place?
Okay. Well, I would have to say La Soufre, even though
Okay,
I have not been up there because it's quite a walk. But I know that it's breathtaking from the
okay,
pictures I see. And the botanical gardens,
okay.
the oldest in the Western Hemisphere.
Wow. Well,
It's,
how have you been to the botanical?
yes, yes, yes. And it's beautiful, beautiful. I go there often. And they host weddings, and they have a Christmas festival, 9 nights of lights. It's amazing.
Oh.
9 nights, not mornings, no. 9 nights of lights.
So,
Yes.
as we say in Jamaica, you go there and you're going to see lights, you're bleaching to see lights, and then you're waking up 3 o'clock in the morning.
I tell you, it's Christmas for those 9 days. I tell you. And
Uh, it
I,
sounds
I,
like
I enjoy it. And I mean, incidentally, I serve as the Jamaican honorary consul to Saint Vincent
right, right.
and the Grenadines. So I am representing Jamaica while living in St. Vincent and working in St. Vincent and among Vincentians. And I think I'm blessed to have been able to be able to work with both countries at different levels.
Nice, nice. That is absolutely great. Now, I'm going to give you a scenario,
Hmm.
and it's you fly back to Jamaica, you get off the plane. What is that first thing that you're doing once you land and you get out the airport?
It starts before I land. I think as soon as I enter the airspace, there's a different feeling. There's just a different feeling and an excitement. And I feel that I am right back in halfway tree with the pulse, with the music, with the busyness. I'm right back at Shortwood Teachers College. I'm just right there. I look forward to that.
So
Your mind just switches.
so is there a particular food that you say once I land, I have to get this, or I have to get that, or are
Yes.
you
Well, I have to get a tasty patty,
okay?
a cream soda, a D&G cream soda,
And a tasty patty.
and a tasty patty.
So folks, you know what to bring. If you're visiting, you know what to bring for Morine. You have to bring a tasty patty and the D&G. Which cream soda?
Cream soda,
Okay.
particular.
Any closing thoughts? Any words of advice for anyone that's thinking of moving to Saint Vincent and the Grenadines?
Come on over. What I like about Saint Vincent is that and I must say, I always say thank you to Saint Vincent, because it gave me the opportunity to be what I really enjoy being a career person, as well as a mother, as and I was able to go through from the bottom of my career to the top, and in another man's country. So that's just an idea of how welcoming and open they are. So if you're thinking of coming here, come on, join us.
And let me back up. I should have said this in the beginning. It was a British influenced island.
Yes.
Okay.
But it became independent in 1979.
Okay.
So we're an independent state.
So here is how I typically end, and maybe this might not apply, but if it does, you can let me know. What do people usually say when they're departing there? We say little more, or we say all the folks pan strong, or catch you later. What is the typical greeting when you're departing there? Informal greeting.
Informal greeting. I think laters. I think we say laters.
Later.
Yeah.
All right. Well, again, thank you, Morine, for spending some time with us. And as they say in Saint Vincent and the Grenadines, laters.
Laters. All right.
Show some love now. Hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell. That way you don't miss a video.